Oh my God. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. You have Kenny, you have Carlil, you have Bamba. There is a three-headed goat on the loose, and they are about to come to you
You got
live
sports,
on the same
you got
convo. I
anime,
repeat,
you
this
got
is not
media,
a
you got
drill. They are about
entertainment.
to come to you live on
The
the
same
same
convo,
convo.
baby. Tap in.
Let's go!
Okay, now it's time to conversate. Same convo on your airwaves. Bamba came to entertain and Kenny talking anime. Carla coming with the sports, they changing lives in major ways. You was tweaking out if TAC ain't on your playlist. If you come and listen, then you listen to the best. They not worried about the others, cause they better than the rest. Kenny, Carla, bomb, but they put the others to the test. New episode flow, now tap in to see what is next.
Welcome back. This is the same convo with your same host, Kenny, Carlil, and Bamba. And this is the podcast where we talk everything sports, anime, media, and entertainment. If you can see me right now, one of our platforms where you actually have visual, I'm holding my mic up. I feel like my audio was kind of weird this past few weeks. I'm trying something different this week. But this is the sports segment. And we've been talking a lot about football, right? Football's been football, but basketball is back, baby.
This man microphone, this man headphone is blending in with his background. It just looked like you having a stress.
Yeah, you can't even see it. It's perfect.
I'm weak.
I got eyebrow itching.
It's perfect. Can't even see it. But I would like to draw a flashback. Cue flashback. Wemby, you said you could guard Wembenyama. You said he was too small.
One thing I would like to say, Kenny, is that don't ever believe me. I'm a liar. I lie. I lie. And I was lying.
That was a lie.
I was lying.
So let's talk about. Let's start off with Wemby. You know, let's talk about him,
please.
And I can't sit here and just put it all on Bamba. I think if I recall correctly, I was a bit of a Wembenyama doubter myself. The frail build, I didn't think would work out for him, but let's talk about it. Let's talk about the preseason. Let's see. Game 1, played 21 minutes, 19 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 5 blocks.
That's impressive, ain't it?
Second game, we're gonna
go ahead.
We're gonna do a deep dive in a second. We're gonna deep dive her in a second.
I know what you about to say.
No, just let it. Let him rock. Let him rock.
Second game, 21 minutes, 15 points. 15 points. 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 blocks.
For sure.
Game 3, 23 minutes, 23 points. He scored a point a minute.
Okay.
With 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks. Then the final game of the preseason. They did lose this game. 19 minutes, 20 points. 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block. So based off of those stats, Carly, what do you have to say? What did you want to say?
You seem very impressed by those stats, right? Yeah,
Bamba,
no, shut up, Bamba. He seems impressed, right? Cue flashback, because I could have swore an episode that we had last week or a couple weeks ago, this man was talking about preseason don't matter when it comes to other people, but when it comes to Victor Wembanyama, now we want to talk about preseason stats. What?
Carlil, let me
preseason didn't matter, Kenny.
Carlil, let me do my setup. I'm setting something up right now. I'm setting something up. Just let me finish. Let me rock.
sounded pretty impressed.
Let me rock. It's a setup. There's a method to my madness, Carlil.
I understood because you mad, bro. You are
All
mad.
right. So what do you? I just want to see. How do y'all feel about his preseason stats? Were y'all impressed?
Very impressive. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt any of his stats. What he showed in preseason is what I'm going to expect throughout the rest of the season. I do doubt a little bit when they try to stack him up against LeBron already, but I mean, the nigga called for a lot from the 3-point line, dog. He's gonna be something special. I think the last person to be an all-star as a rookie was Blake Griffin. And I think that has an asterisk by it because I'm pretty sure Blake Griffin was injured his whole first year. And so his rookie year was technically his second year.
Wasn't Ben Simmons also a rookie? All-star his rookie year?
No, he wasn't. But I think Victor Wembenyama will be the first all-star as a rookie since Blake Griffin. I ain't gonna cap.
Bamba, what you thinking, bro?
Man, I'm glad you gave the stats because they're quite impressive. But I feel like they don't even do justice to the display that Wemby is when you see him on the floor. We all seen that, video from Thomas Bryant online when he folded on that man. That's all defined that I was a liar.
That man, he's Space. The Space Jam dunk when Jordan stretches his arm out. Yeah, that was a crazy dunk.
Bro, he was looking in the fans like, y'all saw this shit? Like,
yeah.
Y'all see that?
The way I was looking, he's looking at his coach like, what you want me to do to that? What do you want me to do? what you want me to do?
48. No, it's close. My fault.
But
y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, shoot.
What did he say?
No, nothing.
I don't know what he said.
I gotta figure that out whenever we edit it.
Yeah, nothing.
But I'm glad y'all are impressed because I'm impressed, but I'm kind of not. All right. Let me continue. This is what Carlil thought he was getting me on, but I wasn't done.
Hashtag your boy Luffy.
Nothing. I got you on it.
No, because watch this. I read out all his good stats. I left out his bad stats on purpose.
Okay.
All right, let's get into it. Not bad, but game 1, he shot 42% from the field. Field goal percentage was 42%. He shot 2 for 7 from the 3-point line.
As a big, decent.
2 for 7?
Yes. What do you expect? 7 for 7?
No, it doesn't have to be 7 for 7. 2 makes 5 misses. Okay, let's continue. He only had 1 turnover that game, but as somebody who's 7'5", you only had 4 rebounds.
That's
okay. Let's keep cooking.
That's
You're 7'5". 4 rebounds.
Okay. 4 rebounds is a bad showing.
All right, let's go to the next game. 30% from the field.
Ooh.
This man shot 3 for 10 from the field.
Ooh.
2 blocks. He had 6 rebounds. He played 20. He got 6 rebounds. I'll give him the 6 rebounds. But 30% from the field, that's unacceptable.
So how long did he play the first game?
First game, 21 minutes.
Okay.
21 minutes, 4 rebounds. Second game, 21 minutes, 30%. He hit 2 of those shots out of his 30% with 3-pointers. He made 2 out of 5 3-pointers. So he only made 1 non-3-point shot. Crazy. Third game. His percentages were better. He shot 1 for 5 from the 3-point line. He only had 4 rebounds again. And he had 4 turnovers. 23 minutes, 4 turnovers. Shot 1 for 5 from the 3-point line, and again, only 4 rebounds. Last game, he was outperformed by Chet Holmgren in their loss against OKC. He shot better, 2 for 5 from 3, 8 for 13 from the field, 5 rebounds, but again, 4 turnovers. we got to work on those. We got to work on that.
I mean,
Wembenyama, all his stats at a first glance, like, oh my God, this guy's amazing. His highlights, oh my God, this guy's amazing. But your center is giving up 4 turnovers in 23 and 19 minutes and not crashing the boards.
that's not abysmal.
I'm not saying I never said abysmal. Never said that.
It's not abysmal. Like I expect that type of play. Like that's average bad play, or that's average just poor play. I'm not going to take his bad stats and say there's a difference between you. There, it is going to hinder him or the team. And honestly, I'm going to expect that more often. Turnovers, low shooting percentages, because when you look at the roster, it's going to make sense why he has the ball in his hand most of the time. As a center, it's going to make sense because who else is going to score or handle the ball? You want that to.
I'm not gonna lie. Watch the preseason highlights. They point guard looked kind of decent. That was playing.
Who?
What's his
Keldon
name?
Johnson?
No, fuck no. I didn't like Keldon Johnson when he played for UK.
Let me see. Devontae Graham's. Yeah, my fault.
Oh, let me correct myself. He's not 7'5". He's 7'4". I'm sorry.
He's 7'5" with shoes on.
I think they measure them with shoes on, so he's still 7'4".
Fucking who? Jeremy hell no.
It doesn't matter what his name is. Just, at least during the preseason, he was decent. But like we've already discussed, preseason doesn't really mean anything.
Hey, first game on in a couple hours. Well, 30 minutes, I think.
Yeah, but that's what I just want to start this segment. We're gonna. What you gotta say, Bob? What's up, bro? What's up?
3 points, but I'm gonna make it very short. 1, this is a rookie. Somebody that got to figure out the game still. 2, came from overseas. The 3-point line is a lot smaller. He still got to work on that and get used to it. You know what I'm saying? 4, not 3. My bad. I wanted to skip 3, but 3. We all had a sentiment that Wembenyama might be a project that will develop within 3 to 4 years, maybe, because of his body type. But I feel like 4, what we expected, I'm pretty impressed because he moves very well for being.
He does move. He does move really well. He has
good
recovery.
The ball really well.
He does.
His shot is decent enough to where I can feel like they can work on it and really have him be that guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because he not scared to pull it up. You saw him with that 3-point shot against Golden State and shit.
He put up 5 threes each. He put at least 5 threes up each game.
Yeah, see? So he's not scared to do that. So eventually he's going to figure it out, I feel like. But also his coverage.
This league.
Like Carl said, this man asked for the lob at the 3-point line, and it took him very little effort to get to the rim. We also saw how he does a Euro step from the 3-point line to the rim. And then when it comes to defense, he don't even have to be like very present like that. He can be on help defense, just relaxing. Because he doesn't really have to be close to his man like that. Like the way he can block your shot from afar is insane. And then he can run the floor.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I am worried about his health. Every time he falls, I'm like, he about to break his leg.
Yeah, he a little too skinny still, but he's pretty sturdy for that height and that body.
Every time he falls, it looks like his leg's about to just snap. But all right, I just want to begin with Wemby. Let's talk about the season done started now. And I want to ask y'all, is it the start of a new era? We saw in the opening day, LeBron and Steph both lost. The two people who have dominated from the 2010s all the way up till 2020. 10 years straight of pure dominance between the two of them. Just lost. What do y'all think?
You said new era?
Is it a new era?
I mean, it's
man, you must not have seen much of LeBron and James. That man was cooking.
Oh, talk your shit.
+7 every time he was on the floor. -14 every time he was on the floor. What?
Yeah.
When I say
that you're 21, he's 21, still that nigga. This still my league.
When I say end of an era, I mean end of the LeBron team and and Steph Curry team dominance. That's what I mean.
I mean, as far as dominance, that's been over for a while. Like you had people champions, you had teams such as 2019 Raptors, the Celtics teams, the Bucks teams, now the Denver Nuggets. Like it's been like the Sacramento Kings is playoff bound. Memphis Grit, like it's been over. There's tons of good.
I wouldn't say been over, seeing how LeBron won a ship in 2020 and Curry won 2022, 2021. I'm sorry, 2021.
Okay, but
you're talking about a range.
They weren't dominating those years. Like the years you're talking about them dominating, it was a clear cut who's getting to the finals every single year up until about 2019. From 2019 on, it's been a lot of conversations. Teams has got better, players has got better. So I think it's been as far as dominance, it's been over for a long time. As far as relevance, nowhere close. Nowhere close. They're still relevant. They're still good players. Yes, they lost game one. It's game one out of 82. Like they've lost first games before. And again, I didn't look at Steph's stats, but LeBron James had 21 points in 29 minutes. He's on a minutes restriction at the start of the season. He usually plays 38 plus. So he could have definitely been more effective, especially for the Lakers, to where they were playing very good up until the second half because AD went 0 points in the second half. He scored 17 in the first, was balling. Second half, that nigga was gone. I don't know where he went. Did y'all find him? I did.
Carlo said it perfectly. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he said, that disappeared a minute ago, because from the point where you're not winning within 2 years, 3 years, like you're not able to really have that control within the league. It's not really like, that's not necessarily like the Lakers league or the Warriors league. And at some point, I would even say that the last time it happened, like Carlos said, was when it was the Cavs and the Warriors. After that, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, hey, any team, like it's up for grabs. We didn't expect any of these teams at the beginning of the season to win it by the point that they did. But when you're looking at Steph and LeBron, you can't say it's over, because at the end of the day, they are the better reigning. Like if you're looking at the players alone, they are the players that are still reigning on top. Steph is getting better as a player. LeBron is still proving that he can still be the leader of a team. Because even though the nigga wants to pass the torch, it's just that he can't. He has to be there, unfortunately. And he's still doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, the possibility of them going back to it is still there, because as long as those models, like those vehicles that are LeBron and Steph are still alive, or not alive, but like playing, you know what I'm saying? It can happen. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. That's why I'm ball today. Shout out Kevin Garnett. It's a tribute to you, my God.
All right. So, wait, you said to your GOAT? Kevin Garnett is your GOAT?
Nah.
I was about to say. All right, since we're already talking about the Lakers, let's talk about the Lakers versus the Nuggets game. All right. Before I begin, I made a statement some years ago where I said Anthony Davis, by the end of his career, is going to be the best power forward of all time. I'd like to formally apologize.
Switch up on my nigga already.
I'd like to formally. We've got to. I think our expectations. We've been spoiled by LeBron James, by players like LeBron James who play for a very, very long time and play at a high level for a very long time. We've got to face reality here. Anthony Davis is a long way from his rookie season, and we've seen peak Anthony Davis, but yes, he's still efficient, but he's nothing like he used to be when he was on that Pelicans team. He's not as. It seems like he's lost his hunger. It's like he's afraid to get hurt again, which I can't fully blame him. He doesn't play with the same intensity. He doesn't score with the same veracity. It's just not the same anymore. Am I wrong, or do y'all feel the same way?
I mean, I agree.
See, for example, we're used to LeBron going up dunking on people, pretty much doing whatever he wants on the court. He kind of still does it, but not nearly to the level where he used to do it. But at the same time, LeBron is pushing 40. AD is pushing maybe 35, 33. That's the difference that
I think he just turned 30.
Yeah, he's not 35.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I think we've been spoiled by players by LeBron that we expect every player to be able to carry that same like longevity.
Yeah, he turned
Whereas
30 in
I
March.
don't think Anthony Davis lasts in the league nearly as long as LeBron does.
I'm dead. This nigga been moving so bad. Kenny thought he was actually about to be 35. That's crazy.
He's not.
That's how they.
Anthony
No,
Davis
this not
used to
even.
have some speed for a big man. This
That's
man is
not.
sluggish now.
That's not a knock on Kenny. That's just how crazy it is, bro. Like, no, and I definitely agree with you, Kenny. It just again like AD in New Orleans. Of course, he had DeMarcus Cousins with him, but AD alone was just explosive, dominant, like pure dominance. Like I haven't seen pure dominance out of AD since the bubble. I ain't gonna cap.
When that man messed his foot up when he came down and hurt his foot, that was the end. That
was the end. And
also, I'm not
I do
gonna lie. I'm also starting to get the feeling that AD is just like a pouty ass nigga, like somebody just kind of like pout when something doesn't like goes wrong. Because when between like Dwight Howard testimony on clip, like on Shannon Sharp's sport, hey, listen, on Shannon Sharp's sport podcast, and Pat Bev also did the same thing as soon as he left the Lakers. It's like I feel like I kind of get the sense that as soon as something kind of go wrong, he just be pouting. Like he don't want to be involved no more because it's just weird. Like it just kind of happens like one quarter or after a half. So I feel like maybe something just happens wrong. He's just like, I ain't like that. I'm not gonna touch this ball no more. Fuck y'all niggas. Because it can't keep on. Like you can't be great and then the next game you ass or the next quarter. It don't make sense.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on Dwight. I'm still stuck on Dwight Howard.
We'll talk about Dwight Howard later. That's not the Dwight Howard segment. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. But what I'm saying is, at one point, I just knew in my heart, of hearts that Anthony Davis was going to continue to play like he did on that Pelicans team.
April Fools.
He's hurt my heart. He really has. I said it with my whole heart. I said Anthony Davis is gonna surpass Tim Duncan.
I almost spit that one.
And Bamba finna die.
Now I don't think Anthony Davis might not even be a top 5 power forward all the time.
I mean, yeah.
He might not be top 5.
Pure power forwards. I feel like he still has an argument if he's not solidified. If he's not solidified, I think he has an argument.
But it's not going to be the same. But Bomb, what about to say? We're going to talk about it for just a quick second.
The skill is there. I feel like the skill is there. It's just like
the potential is there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's just more mental. You know what I'm saying? And that requires work.
But that's part of the game. The mentality is part
of the game, but that's something we can work on.
Undeniably, best power forward in the league of all time, Tim Duncan. Then there's an argument between Kevin Garnett and Dirk Nowitzki.
That's 3 right there. That's the top 3. That's top
also,
3.
That's the top 3.
Can tell me this, that the change with AD happened after he got married. So maybe we need to pay the lady to be like, hey, until you get me 6 games with 30 points, 20 rebounds, you're not getting no pussy.
I would please. Because Carlil, I'm putting Giannis over AD all time. I'm putting Giannis over AD all time currently.
You say you put Giannis over AD all time?
Yes. Giannis led his team to a championship. AD didn't lead his team to a championship. That was LeBron's team.
Number 1 option, yeah.
Giannis has MVPs. Giannis has MVPs and Finals MVPs.
And if we're talking points, Giannis definitely, I think, has that argument.
So yes, I'm going Tim Duncan, Dirk, and Kevin Garnett. They could be 2 and 3 interchangeably. I don't care. They're both great. Giannis. Then you still have Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, Paul Gasol, Kevin McHale. Okay, I'll take Kevin McHale off. I'm trolling. But you do have Charles Barkley and Karl Malone still, unfortunately.
Charles Barkley, yeah. I mean, like Karl Malone's up there. He's the second leading scorer all time. Like he's
third leading scorer all time.
Who's second?
Who did LeBron pass, Carlo?
Oh shit. My fault.
Goofy. So yeah, AD is not top 5.
That's not because I don't know if I can do the Charles Barkley argument. I can't cap. Charles Barkley was nice, but he
Charles
not.
Barkley was a dog.
Charles Barkley was nice, but he ain't win no championships. AD won and contributed. AD won and contributed heavily.
Okay,
and he
listen,
saved the game.
If you put Charles Barkley on Jordan's team, they win a championship.
I mean, yeah, this is Michael Jordan. Like,
all
what?
right, it's LeBron. It's
it
LeBron.
was saying it's not only Michael Jordan.
See what I'm saying?
You had
see what I'm saying?
Hold on, what? No, you had the best player on the best team in the league. Like, what? Of course he's winning a ship. You can't make that same argument with LeBron because what happened to them next year and the year afterwards and last year. Like, what?
I mean, you're gonna be a winner till you ain't. You feel me? They just ain't at that point. What I'm saying is LeBron is Jordan and Anthony Davis is Charles Barkley. Put Charles Barkley on the team with Jordan, he's gonna win. You put AD on the team with LeBron, he was gonna win.
So what does that what does that have to do with AD being better than Charles Barkley? Because he is.
We'll talk about that.
Don't do this. I respect Charles Barkley. He's definitely top 10 power forwards all time. That man was a dog, but oh my God, he's not better than Anthony Davis. Charles Barkley was a
Chris Bosh
power forward.
Chris Bosh?
Not better than Anthony Davis. Get the fuck out of here.
Paul Gasol?
Not better than Anthony Davis. Get the fuck out of here.
Look, we'll have to sit down and think. But I'm saying if AD is top 5, he might just barely slide into that 5th spot.
You gotta give this man more respect. Yes, he is an up and down player.
KG, Dirk, Giannis, Carmelo. He's not in top 5 actually.
I didn't argue with he's in top 5, but he's definitely not worse than Kevin McHale, Charles Barkley, or Paul Gasol.
I was trolling. I'm hurt, Carla. The hurt was speaking. But okay, Anthony Davis. We can all agree AD's not top 5. But at one point, I knew in my heart of hearts, AD was gonna pass Tim Duncan. But we're not talking about this. Isn't the segment? That's not the segment. Jokic still looks unstoppable. Yeah. Jokic is looking like he might be going for the best big man of all time eventually. This man is damn ridiculous.
Damn near might be already.
29, 13, and 11. Bruh.
Don't let him put that leg up.
Man, he in Dirk's bag. He in Dirk's bag, ain't he? This man is in Dirk's bag. What?
You be like, what? I'm like, shit.
What is happening?
That
this man
yesterday, it hurt me, bro.
I think we got to start realizing as the game moves forward, players get better, skills get better, things of that nature. It is okay to say that niggas like Nikola Jokic is better than Dirk Nowitzki. Because I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. I'm about to say, I'm going to say it. The only big you can argue that he's not better than is the legendaries that's, Shaq, fucking Kareem, Will, those types of players, you feel me? But I feel like now he deserves the argument. I don't care how long he's been in the league. He deserves the argument to be in the top. Like, I understand if niggas don't want to put him over Kareem. I understand that for sure. But the rest of them niggas, I ain't gonna lie. Nikola Jokic might be number 2 already for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. He's 2 or 3. He's 2 or 3. If he's not 2, he's 3 at this point.
I would say 2 or 3. I would give you 2 or 3 because it's hard to think on the spot. It's hard to think on the spot, and I don't want to be wrong.
And honestly, if he continues to win, he's coming for that number 1 spot quickly. Because honestly, Shaq offered you physicality and paint scoring, right? Jokic can score. Jokic can score in the paint. He can facilitate. He can get rebounds. This man is a walking triple-double.
The only thing about Jokic is this nigga's defense is absolutely garbage, except for when he plays AD. Apparently,
yeah. Except for when he plays AD. That man has an agenda against Anthony Davis.
Like, I don't know what it is about AD that pisses him off.
It's that, and I feel like AD don't be caring for AD does not play with his heart, bro. If he does, it doesn't look like he is.
I'm not gonna lie. Being a LeBron fan, being a Lakers fan, yes, I understand yesterday was game one, but I don't think I've been that pissed at just a regular basketball game in a while, especially when the crowd started yelling, "Who's your I
Yeah, the who's your
that
daddy?
that pissed me the fuck off, bro.
What pisses me off is we get rid of Contavious Caldwell-Pope, and now this nigga want to hoop.
Now that nigga was a bucket
What?
yesterday, bro. A bucket.
Not
The
even just
3-point
yesterday.
shot.
This man was killing in the playoffs last season.
You got
Killing.
niggas thinking that KCP could go to another team with another superstar and lead them to a championship. How good he's playing, dog. Like,
bruh, LeBron had to make this nigga shoot. He said, shoot the damn ball.
facts.
This nigga KCP had 20 points yesterday.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. The Denver Nuggets, again, y'all will understand why I said when we was talking about who we think ain't nobody over the Nuggets right now, cuz that team is OD. They're too OD. They got too many pieces and they fit so well together.
I'm glad you said that, Carla. When I was thinking about this segment, I'm like, we have a new Spurs. Like, this is not a super team by any means, but they all work so well together. The team chemistry, the team play is damn ridiculous.
Like, let's just, again, and everybody knows it, but I just want to say it just because your point guard, Jamal Murray, your shooting
underrated.
guard,
Jamal Murray's underrated.
He's very underrated. Shooting guard, KCP. Your three, Michael Porter Jr. Your four, Aaron Gordon. Your five, Nikola Jokic. What the fuck are you doing? Like,
I ain't gonna lie, Michael Porter was killing us on defense too. That nigga was grabbing everything. He be reaching. His arms be covering everything.
6'9",
he had 12
forward.
rebounds. Why is Michael Porter Jr. getting rebounds when you got Anthony Davis, LeBron on your team?
Literally,
What
their
the
small
fuck?
their small forward to center goes 6'9", 6'11", 7 foot.
Yeah. Michael Porter Jr. is a tall ass nigga.
And then Aaron Gordon, tall, bouncy ass nigga that can shoot now. That nigga got a strap now.
At least he's not as bouncy as he used to be. He ain't doing no OD dunks no more.
Is Aaron Gordon the new Blake Griffin?
Nah. By
Blake
now in his career, Blake Griffin was cheeks by now in his career.
By now?
Yeah,
Aaron Gordon's been in the league for a minute. Aaron Gordon, do you know how long ago that dunk contest was?
Hold on. I know how long ago it was, but
bro, we were in high school.
Was he cheeks or did he just play for a trash team? Because I ain't gonna lie, Pistons Blake Griffin is the niggas slept on him. Niggas slept.
Nah, he was bucket.
That nigga's a pure bucket on the Pistons.
Did he bring him back to the playoffs the first time or something?
Yeah.
He wasn't cheeks, but he wasn't Clippers Blake Griffin. I'll say that.
Because he got injured. He wasn't as bouncy anymore.
Yeah.
You've been in the league 11 years.
I told you this. I'm like, this man's been around for a good minute. He's not
old. I ain't gonna lie. His game is better now than he was before.
Facts.
Because I feel like
he was on the Magic. Huh? He was on the Magic.
But you got to think.
He was one of the number one options.
On the Magic,
was not like that.
That's what I'm saying. On the Magic, he was a subpar shooter with amazing inside play. Now
he's a great role player.
On the Nuggets, he is a great shooter. He has great inside play, and
I won't say a great shooter now.
Pure
let's calm down.
Oh, he's a way better shooter than he was, though.
That's what I'm saying. He's going.
No. But you gotta understand, great shooter needs to be reserved for the Steph Currys. And come, let's relax.
Why can't I? But no, why can't people be great shooters? That Steph Curry's an elite shooter. Elite.
Okay, you're right. I would say great shooters for
even if you even we don't even got to go through who's great, good. If you don't want to call him great, he's a good shooter. Better than he was in Orlando.
I'll give him good. He's way better.
Better than he was in Orlando.
He's thriving in a system where he doesn't have to be the number one option. That's what we're getting at.
But the thing is, you don't understand. Like year 1 through 5, I have to guard you from the 3 and from inside, dog. Like that's dangerous.
That's terrible.
I'm not sure
they spreading the fuck out that court.
I'm not sure, and there probably is a couple, but I'm not sure there's another team built like that.
And also
1 through 5 can shoot the 3.
Yeah.
The only thing close enough to that is the Suns and maybe the Celtics.
Who's they center? Nurkic? Yeah.
Yeah.
he can shoot it.
Yeah, he can shoot.
The Suns and the Celtics are the only teams that come to my mind off the top that can do that.
Bucks.
I'm leaving Giannis. You got to show me you gonna hit that motherfucker. I'm leaving Giannis out there. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Speaking of the Celtics, they are tied. Oh well, no, they're down to 90-88 to the New York Knicks with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
All right, we've been on the Lakers for a minute now. Let's go over to them Suns versus Warriors now. Very close game. Came down to the wire, 108, 104. For me, I caught the highlights, but just watching the highlights, I know Devin Booker went off for 32. I get that. Devin Booker is approaching the Kobe mark where he's out there hooping like he's Kobe type shit. Like he's like that. Not on defense, offense. He gonna shoot you from 3, mid-range, and he gonna get them buckets. He gonna get that slow work bucket on you. However, that boy Josh Okogie, I feel like he was the X factor for that game. That man was getting buckets.
No,
I got no input on the Suns game.
The only input I got is that every year I'm scared of the Warriors, and I did think this year, thinking, I'm scared. Even though they lost, the Suns are supposed to be OD, and they lost by what, 3-4 points?
4 points. Hey, Steph was looking like it was 2017 again.
That's the
Steph
thing.
was looking like it was 27. Man.
But what you gotta pay attention to? That was a bad shooting night for a lot of people on the Warriors.
Yeah.
That was a bad shooting night.
Clay ain't been the same since he tore his shit.
Whoa, what?
Clay ain't been the same since he tore his Achilles.
They've been going crazy.
That's
every
a
now
hot
and then.
take.
Now, come on.
That's a hot take.
I'm not saying every now and then.
Every now and then.
No, he's had a few games. He's had a few bad games every now and then. A few bad games. That's how I say. He's been good overall.
Clay used to be a 30-ball threat. When the last time Clay been a 30-ball threat since he got hurt?
Give me 1 second. Let me find my other phone. Hold on.
Why are you doing that?
I'm fine.
I was about to say, why are you doing that? Let's talk about the big trade. Did the Warriors improve getting rid of Jordan Poole for Chris Paul? What do y'all think?
Ooh, that's tough.
We only have one game to go off of, but tell me what you're thinking. Chris Paul, if you don't know, Chris Paul had 14 points, 9 assists. Why the fuck does he have 6 This man, Chris Paul, has 6 rebounds.
You were going hard.
The nigga, one thing about Chris Paul, though, that nigga was 4 for 15. That nigga, but his game one, I feel like nobody had like a great shooting night. Like everybody was having, issues. So
Curry was lighting that motherfucker up.
But as far as Kenny's question, again, I can't really go based off one game. All I can say is I feel like the Warriors have always been able to play. Has always been able to play at an extremely fast pace, faster than a lot of teams in the NBA. I think Chris Paul gives them more playmaking, and because when the Warriors, they lose games when they match the other team's pace, or the other team forces them to match their pace. And so I think with having Chris Paul on the floor, you'll be able to produce better when your pace isn't as fast as you're used to be. But they just got to work up to that. So I think we just got retooled, because when we saw it with the Jordan Poole aspect of the Warriors, he was kind of a literal third splash.
Want to be Steph?
The literal third splash, brother. That man was going off. They even on not this playoffs, but past playoffs, they even put Steph on the bench for a few games and had Jordan Poole starting because of his production. And so as far as scoring production, I don't think we're going to get the same scoring production from Chris Paul, but I think he'll put you on more situations to win more games.
Definitely. But also, because I feel like I think that they improved in a sense. I think that Jordan Poole is definitely better on offense. But with the team that is compromised of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and you still need to keep Draymond Green on the floor, you just don't have enough minutes for him. He needs the ball in his hand, but when he has the ball in his hand, he does work like wonders. But without it, and you have him coming off the bench, it oftentimes, like we've seen it, it just does not work. Like he's not that into the game as to where he's always starting and consistently playing. So I definitely feel like having Chris Paul, him being able to mix match, being a starter and also coming off the bench, I feel like, and having that experience is just a little better because you need somebody that can always keep other players in the game and also contribute. And I feel like Chris Paul can give you a little bit, but he is great distributing the ball to certain other players and also helping you develop them. So I feel like they definitely improved because of that.
Yeah. How crazy that the Warriors have stood in Chris Paul's way all this time from going to the NBA Finals. And now he's on their team.
You're talking about stood and they had beef.
Yeah, they should have beef the way they used to do him on the Rockets.
This nigga Draymond did not speak to this nigga Chris Paul for like the first few weeks after he got traded. He said, I ain't sure about this bullshit.
I mean, Chris Paul is essentially taking Draymond Green's spot. For the past few years, Draymond Green has been the ball distributor. He's been the facilitator of the team.
He still is.
And now Chris Paul, that's his main role. So now what's left for Draymond Green besides trying to play defense now? He's not a scorer. And if I'm being 100% honest, Draymond Green's defensive ability, I think, is on a little decline myself. Y'all disagree? What y'all got to say?
I'm saying Green. I think the Green is still the main motor of that offense is still Draymond Green. I feel like Chris Paul, when he is a part of the starters, of course, he's gonna have his input, have his moment with the ball, but mainly is Draymond.
You
Green.
want Draymond Green facilitating over Chris Paul?
I'm not saying that. I feel like technically it should be Chris Paul, but because of what the Warriors is, Draymond Green fits that role better.
Why did that sound like a bad thing though? Like, why did you make that sound like a bad thing? Like Draymond facilitating and get them 4 championships.
Draymond was the facilitator of all 4 championships though.
He's been the facilitator of the team. That's what you just said. He facilitates the team.
I feel like he stepped into the actual role of facilitating after they had won with KD and all that type of stuff.
He's always been a facilitator. Who was facilitating before him?
They were team facilitators. They ran plays. They literally have a play called Elevator Doors that they will run.
But it's because his production was so much higher. But now that like you said, he started aging. He started being more of a facilitator because he's shooting a lot less and he's attacking a little less. You know what I'm saying?
All I'm saying is I'm not saying Draymond Green is a bad facilitator. What I'm saying is Chris Paul, I believe, is a better facilitator.
But with who understands the
all
Warriors
those rings to speak for it.
Yeah, like Carlos said, the rings. So you've been with the system for so long that Draymond knows Steph and Clay that well. To the point that's why they got rid of the talent that was Jordan Poole, because you understand that, hey, this is your main motor. This is Steph, Clay, and Draymond. And Draymond is still an important piece that keeps those two getting better.
So y'all are saying chemistry. Chemistry is what Draymond has.
Not chemistry, it's understanding and also understanding the games. When you're used to having certain weapons, you understand your weapons better and how to utilize them better. That's
chemistry, Bamba.
That's not chemistry. That's understanding. That's understanding the game and the weapons that you have. It's not necessarily chemistry. You understand how to pass Steph the ball better. That's understanding him and how the game works. That's how you use it. If Chris Paul getting used, no. If Chris Paul,
is that not chemistry?
Shut up. If Chris Paul not being used to knowing how to pass, because for example, Klay Thompson hates bounce pass apparently. If Chris Paul is just bouncing the ball to him, he's just like, nigga, like I'm not gonna make these shots type shit. That's gonna hinder the game. But Draymond understands the game, and he also understands how to use the big man. He understands, you know how they move a little better. Yes, chemistry is involved, but that's understanding those players better and how to utilize those weapons better. Draymond Green is a power forward. You know what I'm saying? That's not a point guard. Now, how do you have a power forward that's moving the game? That's special. I got to use it.
That's fair. Okay. What I was gonna say is you already got Jonathan Kuminga, you got Dario Saric, who also play power forward position. What's face, Carlo?
No, I don't know why you mentioned it now.
Because if you have people who can play power forward and still have your facilitator be Chris Paul. But anyway, that's neither here nor
But
there.
that's the goal that they want. That's the bench, for example.
I
Second
want
squad.
Draymond Green. Like what?
I feel like you got to understand the reason why they said that Chris Paul will be a starter and also not a starter is because he's the one that they chose to move around. Like Draymond is gonna keep the main role, and then Chris Paul is gonna dabble in starters here, and he's gonna be in the with the second squad here.
Okay, well, that's all I got for the sports segment. For everybody watching and listening at home, tell us what you thought about the games. Is it a new era? Do you think it's the start of a new era? Is Jokic on his way to becoming the best center of all time? Do you think the Lakers or the Warriors can find their way back to the Western Conference Finals? If you now have gripes with Anthony Davis, if he's let you down, put all those messages down there in the comments. Share this with your friends, your family, your coworkers. But most importantly, out of all of those people, remember that woman who fed you before you left the house.
Facts.
Who always made sure you didn't go out the house without a jacket on.
Facts.
Who gave the warmest hugs of all time.
Facts.
Who always had the peppermints in her purse when you needed them.
I miss my maid.
Who always made sure you was in church on Sunday.
Oh.
Send this to your grandma.